It's time for Food Fetish. Sweet talk about food from the fetes we love. In New York, award-winning podcaster, blogger, and media personality Jay Blessed. In Aranguez, content creator and creative entrepreneur Q.D. Ross. And our guest in Barataria, journalist, content creator, and food advocate Franca Phillip. The sweetest carnival talk is about to start. Food Fetish.
And welcome back. We are here. Jay and I are going to chop it up with Franca Phillip, and we're going to be talking about international cuisine in Fetes. Imagine that, international cuisine. That's where you reach, eh? Peeps, good night. How are you doing?
Good night, Cutie. Good night, Jay. How are you guys doing?
Good night, Franca. Good night, Q. Good night, audience.
Yeah, so let you jump right in. Let you chop it up one time, Jay.
I ready, I'm just looking at the pastel maker and the back and
Of course. Of course.
Well, you know Franca, when it comes to the kitchen, Franca is no stranger. So she should have these things. It's not a surprise that these things in the kitchen.
My kitchen is lived in. I live in here every day, so I have my KitchenAid in the back. I have my pastel press because I was making pastels. I have everything. This is just a working kitchen.
Question, you have the pastel press in the back, but do you have pastels?
No pastels, they're done.
All right, so here's what we're gonna get into this amazing episode of Food Fetish. And Franca, I have the shortest question, but not the simplest question to kick this off, right? So let's get into it. Who is Franca Phillip?
Wow. Well, I don't actually like to define myself by my career, but I would think that by now people know that I'm a journalist, food writer, food advocate especially for local food. I'm the co-founder of Trini Good Media, which is an audio and I guess other kind of media production, and also the founder of Go Toba TT. Besides that, I'm passionate, I'm a music lover, soca lover, and people lover.
So since we're talking soca and this is all about food and fetes, and carnival is really the center of our conversation today, what are your thoughts on the term Carnival 2021 cancelled?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, carnival is not just a party in the streets. And I think that when that announcement was made, it was something we were expecting. We were not expecting to have a party in the streets, but carnival is a spiritual thing as well. And there's so many other elements of carnival that we could bring out, that we could show off during the period when it's supposed to be jumping in the streets, that I think that it still gives us room to do a lot, like what we're doing now, for example.
Perfect. And you are absolutely right. I'm totally in agreement with that. And it gives us an opportunity to really delve deeper into the culture, into the spirit of carnival beyond the sun, sand, sea, and sequins, right? The pandemic. Yes, thank you. The pandemic has set us on a different course for Carnival 2021 season, right? If things were normal, though, what would you be preparing for this year?
I think I'd be preparing to play mass. From a food perspective, I would probably be looking forward to, as Quincy would like to say, eating in fetes. I think that that's one of the things now that is a kind of highlight of some of the big fetes, what kind of menus they have, what you can get on offer. And I think just hanging with friends, just being around your friends, the music, the wildness, I still love a bit of wildness at carnival time. And I think I would just be preparing to really just do our thing.
That is so amazing. We've seen your illustrious career transform, and so the fact that you talk in wildness and we know you're not stush, I love it. You are
anti-stush.
Exactly, okay?
Exactly.
You are a renowned media professional. You are a gifted writer, Franca. You are a celebrated global voice and podcaster. Now, you are a respected international food advocate, or as we want to call you, a food activist, who is disrupting the way that the world views goat as a sustainable form of food, right, or food source. with all that under your belt, tell us about your relationship with food.
Okay, well, you're right about my relationship with goat and meat and all that kind of stuff. And it's interesting because for 12 years, I didn't eat meat. For 12 years, I was a vegetarian. Yeah. And when I was in the UK, that changed. I mean, I started off probably not eating meat when probably around 1995 or something. And I think what happened was I was very aware of how food was being produced. And I was kind of like, okay, we need to do something about this. We need to be a lot more attentive to this. And when I went away and I ate in a vegetarian style, it was cool, it was all right. But actually, it was kind of boring. My thing is that you have to enjoy your food. You have to have a relationship and understand where your food comes from. Know your farmers, for example. I'm very big on local farmers. I'm very big on local producers. And I think it's a matter of us getting to understand how best we can use the food in ways that are different than we are accustomed using it. We're accustomed, for example, you talk about goat, and goat is kind of like my thing. But a lot of people will tell you the only way they've ever eaten goat is curry. And not knowing that there's so many other ways you can do it. This is something that a lot of people haven't explored. And I think in a way the market hasn't allowed them to explore it.
This is a great start in our conversation about food and fetes right here on the Food Fetish. And so as I know, your calendar is pretty busy, all right? Mm-hmm. And despite all the priorities in your life, I have to circle it back now to the fetes now. So what are your top 5 must-attend fetes?
Ooh, wow. I think the fete that everybody looks forward to in certain circles, and I guess in media, is St. Mary's College Fete with the Saints. But I myself, I really like fetes where I could get on bar. DJ had to be good, the lime had to be good, and the vibes had to be high.
I love that. I love that. Q, I think we're ready for our next segment. All your Food Fetish, and Franca Phillip is here.
Yep. So let's go and pay some bills and come back. Welcome back. We are here talking to Franca, J Bless, Q. How you all doing? Right, so we're getting into the food part. This is the food part of the show. And
man.
It was good that you're talking about some of your experiences with food, Franca, outside of Trinidad, because I wanted to find out, having experienced, so many authentic versions of international dishes, what would you say is how close to the authentic thing or to the real thing do we get here, especially in fetes?
It's really interesting because we have a Trini take on everything. So for example, Chinese food. Our Chinese food does not taste anything like Chinese food anywhere else that I've eaten. Right. And I'm sure Jay can attest to that. The only time that I don't think we get it wrong. I think pretty much we do what we do. So if you see Italian in a fete, it's not going to be something like a polenta, 4 cheese, vongole kind of thing. Right. If you're doing something in a fete, you're catering for thousands of people. Even a mini roti probably might taste a little less good than it would if you're going just to the shop, or you go by Miss Kanhai in St. James. You get a different quality. And I'm not saying better or worse, we get a different, it's different.
Next question is, how do you think that having that international experience as part of a fete, what do you think that does to the fete experience itself?
Well, again, it depends. It's horses for courses, as they say, right? So, for example, if you're going to a fete where you're paying $1,200 TT dollars, which is equivalent of what, 200 US or so, you expect to get a variety of things. There's a point sometimes when I go to fetes and I ask myself, when did we become the Food Network in fetes? The best times are when it is very organic, when, okay, I know I can still go back and get something to eat. I don't have to think, okay, but if I enjoy Marshall now, if I jump to Kess now, when I go back, food could be done. I think if you know that the party is a well catered party, you don't have to worry about anything. Right. So I think as it all depends. And as I said before, if you throw a backyard party and you have a best corn soup, a best bacon shack, and a best pilau, I good with that. Right. That said, my favorite food in a fete is a real good roast pork.
That is I feel that's number one fete.
Yeah.
But never know jump, but I really feel so.
Franco's like, I want that pork right now.
Yeah, I love a good roast pork. I love a good roast pork in a fete. Especially when they do it, when they actually finish a pig in the fete, and they take it out and they start to cut it up and things. The line is real long, but I mean, it's worth it.
Can we just take a pause here to remember that this woman was a vegetarian the other day?
Yes, well, no, but I used to eat meat before, so it wasn't as if I grew up as a vegetarian. I think that living abroad and having access to a number of food styles, a number of nationalities, it's given me probably a little more refined palate and probably an understanding and appreciation of when something is really good. Like for me, you wouldn't be throwing pearls at swine in my case. You know what I mean?
Do you think that having these like the opulence of all this amount of food, do you think that it is actually sometimes casting pearl before swine?
Yeah. It is, because a lot of times it's lost on people. There are some fetes where, for example, where it's known for like a particular delicacy. So like at a particular fete, like I call in the fete name, a soca and mocha, the Chinese food is normally thing that people rush for. So they will rush for that and people will rush for other things. But sometimes it don't matter. You have to know your audience too, and you have to know whether giving people 10,000 things makes sense, or whether having 10 good things is probably the better thing. But having said that, though, Q, you know what the biggest fete is with the best food? Panorama semis. When the North Sam was in its heyday, which was probably about, I would say 20 years ago, before it got very kind of corporate and everybody in the same t-shirt and I remember there used to be a feeling that people used to carry food that they cooked. So for me, my mother used to wake up with me and she would make sweet bread, we'd make cheese sandwiches, remember potted meat? We'd make potted meat sandwiches. She would do some kind of fried chicken where 5-6 men walking up that with a chest freezer and they're filling that with just beers for the day. It was definitely a freer vibe. It was more fun, I think, in that sense. And you got a lot of variety. I have some friends who will tell you they cook in the Tobago food. So again, I got curry crab and dumpling, which I mean, for me, is something, I love curry crab and dumpling, but I prefer to eat at home. When I could sit down and properly go in that bone and suck out that meat, But it was like a showcase for people to really show off what they felt was,
Yeah, when you think about it, it really was like a kind of food festival. It really was. But that's good. You got to pay some bills here again. So let's jump out and we'll come right back with some rapid fire questions for Franca.
Welcome back to Food Fetish. We are here with Franca Phillip and we're winding down on this amazing, amazing episode. I hope you're having fun now, Franca. we have our rapid fire segment right now, and the only rule of engagement is that you must choose one answer. You must choose one. Either
I'm
or.
afraid. You and Q, I'm afraid now.
That is easy, the easy.
Easy with giblets? Never.
Are you ready? Okay, I'm so excited.
I'm ready.
This is going
Let's
to be
do
fun.
it.
All right, so first one. Easy. Curry goats or stew goats?
Curry goat.
What? QRC or CIC?
Fetes. Look at her face.
Wow, you're trying to threaten my friendship lines here. So if I give an answer, I could qualify the answer or...
No.
Rapid fire. Complete.
I could see some people will never talk to me again. Based on this, on the last time they had it, or overall?
Based on the last time, I'll make it easy for you. Based on the last time.
Based on vibes or based on food?
Raga.
Because okay. Here, no, hold on, right. They were both good. They were both fantastic fetes. I think one had the edge with vibes. And probably because it rained too. And that was QRT.
You know what? We're gonna wrap it up and want to do the next question, right?
Right. So listen, that was the end of certain friendships. Now, okay, let's go on.
I can't wait to see what this looks like online. All right, so next one, and next fete then. You have to choose one, and this is overall. Again, not making this easy for you. Fatima or presentation?
I can't answer that question because I haven't actually been to Fatima Fete in a while. So no, I can't answer that question. Let her choose the next question.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you why.
Or presentation?
I'm trying to match up my home life now.
We're walking to that one. But at least I was honest, eh?
Why don't say army or something?
No, don't worry about it.
Me asking questions here, ma'am.
Either or.
Bishops or prayers? I would say because I know more people at the Hilarians, and I have a lot of friends and close ones who are Hilarians, and because I really want to live through the next year, I would say bishops. This is only political, or fully realize that.
Great choice.
Not that the press people are bad. The press boys are. I have some good friends who are press boys, but I think they would understand.
Alright, we'll pull out the hot water a little bit.
Thank you.
All inclusive or cooler fete?
Cooler fete.
All right, quick. Early morning fetes or late night jam?
Late night jam.
Rhythm section or Tassa set?
Tassa boy. Tassa boy. They have something sexy about a Tassa boy.
All right, and the last one for your Ash Wednesday cool down. Is it a beach lime or a fete with your pillow?
A fete with my pillow.
Franca, thank you so much for being such a great sport.
Yeah, not that you have disrupted my life. That's all right.
Well, you saved the most important relationships.
You know, don't know. Yeah,
you do your politics well. But this was real fun. I had fun. I think everybody on set had fun, and I hope all the viewers had fun too. And I mean, join us again. We'll be back on. Jay?
This is what happens when you lie. I froze. No, seriously. Food Fetish is now the most amazing experience to watch on TV, on online, everywhere, and we really want you guys to be a part of this journey with us. And you know what? This pandemic is birthing so many great ideas, and we're so grateful that Franca has graced us with her presence today and allowed us to go deep into her mind and her heart.
Yes. For real,
Franca,
for real.
anything you want to say before we wrap up this episode with you?
Well, I just wanna I'm gonna look out for all the food fetish programs that you're doing. I wanna see how you all chop up and how the different guests. I hope they get hard questions like me. But no, I think it's great to promote if you're gonna continue promoting local, I think I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it.
Nice. As I said, the carnival happening whether or not, you know.
Yeah, carnival of the heart, carnival of the mind. Exactly. You know, you can't stop the carnival for real.
Carnival of the food bankers.
That is it.
Well, okay.
That is it. You can't stop the carnival. You said
I just hope everybody, I just hope that people who are having events, because there will be events, whether they're home events, whether they're events in small gatherings, I hope you all are taking the necessary precautions. This virus is not a normal thing. I know people who suffered from it, and it's not easy. Just make sure and be careful, and just do it right, because we still have tomorrow. Carnival going to end, and we have to go back to life.
True.
I love it. Yo, this has been an amazing episode of Food Fetish. Q, take us home.
Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this, Franca. Jay, thanks. Hat, and we out. See you next time.